apart from sleep paralysis, the first thing that you need to work with is the environmental concerns. Right? But if the client says कि मेरे घर के बाहर construction का काम चल रहा है, so rather than visiting a therapist, probably go to a place where you can find a noise cancellation earphone and apply them and go off to sleep. That's kind of easier. Right? So nothing in therapy is a replacement to common sense. Common sense comes first. Now, which means before you start actually looking at psychological causes behind problems, you need to understand what are probably the environmental factors that are there environmental factors, and if there are, what are the environmental factors that you need the client to be able to deal with. Right? So these are the two things that you will look at initially: the environmental factors and the lifestyle issues. What is the current lifestyle that the client has? Because these are two things which can generally be taken care of through direct behavioral interventions. You don't really need to work with thoughts and emotions and traumas and beliefs for this. If a client says that, वो मैं रात को Netflix देखते देखते 4 बज जाती है, तो फिर सुबह नींद नहीं खुलती है. So I need to know कि आप Netflix 4 बजे तक देख रहे हो, उसके अंदर thought emotions बाद में आएगा, पहले 12 बजे सो. Right? So the question is, how would you identify this? What questions will you need to ask your clients in the first session so that you're able to identify the environmental factors and their lifestyle issues? So this is kind of straightforward. When the client comes, sits in front of you and tells you our sleep issues, your first question is, all right, so before we talk about sleep issues, can you help me understand what is your day like? Yes. What time do you wake up and how is the entire sequence of day goes? And second, at the time when you're going off to sleep, what are the things that you're noticing that probably stops you from sleeping? Right? Because there are two possibilities. One is I go to bed at 4 o'clock because I'm watching Netflix or Amazon Prime. Right? So there could also be कि I go to bed at 11:30. पर वो बाहर कंस्ट्रक्शन का काम चल रहा है जिसकी वजह से बहुत सारी आवाज आती है, I am not able to sleep. So you want to know both. Is this clear till here?
Can you repeat the second question? What is the?
So at the time when you go off to sleep, what are the things that you notice or what's happening in your environment that may be coming in the way of your sleep?